Hey everyone, my name's Shane, and I'm here to maybe make your day a little bit better. Now, the first thing people usually mess around with when they haven't seen me in a while is they say, "Oh my God, you shaved!" And yeah, I can do that. I have the ability to use a razor and shave my face. Surprise, surprise. I don't know. It's weird because a lot of times on stream, people will jump in and just be shocked that I've decided to shave, but you just get annoyed of it sometimes, and my hair grows pretty damn fast as it is. I shaved yesterday, and already I have like stubble all over, and I just know by this time next week I'll have a pretty dark outline with facial hair already. So, yay for hair. Anyways, if you're watching this, you might be thinking, "Damn, Shane, you look tired." Yep, posted a long post on the blog site forthesakeofgaming.games, and it was all about insomnia. And it's a crappy thing that I wish upon no one. It's funny because my brain will still get some sleep when I'm having episodes of insomnia. It won't start shutting down though until I start seeing like the light come through the windows of the next day. And then there's this weird like adaptation, I don't know what you'd call it, where my brain is like, "Hey, you're going to be tired, you should sleep." And it'll let me shut down a bit for usually around 3 or 4 hours. And then I wake back up again and I get going. For those of you who know me, I've been going through this for, I don't know how long. The episode I remember the most of starting it was when I was about 14 and I had switched to high school. Something had gone down in high school and I just wasn't excited to go, and it just started spiraling. And then school, oh, school became a thing, and it became fights with me and my mom, love you mom, and my dad and everything, love you dad, about going. And insomnia has always been there. It's made life hard some days, but most of the time I'm pretty efficient without it, or without it ever getting in the way of things. It has allowed me to read so many books, complete video games, movies, TV series, work multiple jobs without being, phased most days out of it. For the past 10 years, usually I've worked at least 2 jobs. My family and everyone else says you're going to work yourself to the bone. There was a time, it was my first year of college, and I was by myself in an apartment that I had with a person I was dating at the time, but they had a tendency to disappear for months at a time. I was listening to some songs. It was like Closer to the Edge by 30 Seconds to Mars, and it was like Odd One by Sick Puppies. And there was just this like click that I had watching my old laptop. That was a gift, an amazing gift that changed my life so much, from my Aunt Anu and my Uncle Scott. And I said, I'm not the only one out there with insomnia. It's something that will get worse as I get older. They've shown that as you get older, your brain just doesn't shut down as much. And you'll only sleep for 6 hours or 4 hours as you get, to the older age. And I said, I don't want to just lay here. I don't want to just scroll social media for hours on end and do nothing. So I started putting work in more and more and more. And I struggled when it came to going out to school, going out to things still in college and everything, because the hardest part is when you hit past 24 or 30 or 40 on hours awake. A lot of times, if you're having a bad kick, which is what I usually call those ones, you just feel kind of sick almost. You feel like you aren't all there when you go to school, you go to everything. And for me, it usually comes down to like driving. I don't like driving if I feel off. Working was different though. I was really blessed by working in Game On at times, because I would end up working overnight some days just because I was salaried anyways, and I either didn't want to go home at the time, or I just wanted to keep getting stuff done. Like I said, it's always been around since I was a teenager. And now I as I'm turning 30 next year, and more I realize that it was also developed from this like sense, this urgency of doing as much as I can before you pass, you know? I always reference two people that a lot of it was also affected by the movie Groundhog Day, which makes people laugh because they're like, why? The movie Groundhog Day is not meant to make you feel jealous. And when I watched it the first time or the 30th time, I get this weird sense of jealousy that this man was able to do all these things, like master how to play piano or ice sculptures or all these other things, right? And I understand he's in a torturous situation, reliving the same day over and over, and how it changes him as a person to be the better person and everything. And I think it all comes down to that fight we have with stoic beliefs of everything, of just that, you know, eventually you're gonna pass, and that sucks. It's not that scares me as I get older, and as I've had health scares and I've had other things happen and I've lost good friends. It's more so I just don't want to miss out on things. I don't want to miss out on a good lunch with a friend or a romantic dinner with the love of your life. Reading that book that teaches you something you never would have even thought of. And my insomnia is constantly nagging that. I think it gets frustrating at times to try and tell people what that's like, because a lot of people think it's slang for I have a bad sleep schedule. I'm not saying I have a good sleep schedule right now, obviously, but the only way my brain will ever shut down, like when I'm on a bad kick, and I haven't had it to where it's cycling, which will be like a full 24 hours, a full then 30 hours, like every other day type thing. But it usually happens at the end of the month when I go back and I look at what I have accomplished that month and what I have coming up. And some people say, don't worry about that stuff so much, don't worry about this. And it's hard because I can't turn that off. For every good thing I have that I feel like I've worked for, it's because that's turned on. It's my drive. I like knowing that if I do these things, it can push me to a point where I can make, you know, I can provide for family or help friends or whatever else the deal is. However, on stream, I try and have my best radio voice, and I try my best to always be smiling because I am a happy person. It's more so with YouTube, I can express to you directly some of the trials and tribulations and pain that I just go through. And I think that showing you, and I'm just a normal human, definitely not a robot, definitely not a robot, definitely not a robot. No. I was thinking of the, what is it, Zuckerberg memes. Anyway, just showing you that no one's perfect may help someone out there. I'm not a big streamer or anything like that. I'm not a big YouTuber. But maybe if watching this can help someone who just started and is feeling like they're not enough, if it can help them out even a little bit, to be willing to open up instead of just trying to think, I'm Mr. Pro Gamer. I get all these headshots. I don't even know what pro gaming is anymore. I play games for fun. If this is something that interests you, a more raw video of just expressing what I go through, I'm more than happy to open up. I think YouTube is an amazing tool that is like a video diary, hey, vlogging and everything, that allows us to take a portion of us and put it out there for you, and you can utilize it and take from it when you need it most. So yeah, my name's Shane. I'm a streamer, YouTuber, blogger, podcaster. I make content, and I hope that makes your day a little bit better. Secret tunnel.
Some of the parts are easier to make in So you just jump down.